let's kind of sidetrack a little bit into why you do what you do as a person, as a leader. I think, we've covered the career that led to you starting Chamonix Marinas. And I think, there's a pivotal moment where you go from, you've told me this story, how you go from, you were doing the detailing for boats, and then once you were doing the detailing for one of your clients, and you start having a conversation with him, and try to learn from this gentleman who's your client, this older person, and you tell him that you want to buy a marina, right? So tell us a little bit about that big jump. What was it, that made you say, "I want to be a marina owner," and how did you make that final big jump happen?
Yeah, that was a beautiful story. I reflecting, he also speak about how big it goes back to you when you are a man of integrity, that you allow yourself to dream, but are also never compromising your priorities in life, your principles, and by understanding that we live in a world so abundant that basically you can do it in everywhere in any industry. Um, the, the story is early 2019. I am looking for marinas in the west part of the Miami River, looking for places for hurricane spaces, basically, because most of the boats that we were managing, they were in the beach area. So I come to specifically this marina where I'm sitting now, and I speak with the owner. The owner also another Argentinian gentleman. I speak with him, and he goes, uh, "But why don't you take the whole marina instead of just renting a few spaces in Hurricane?" And I go, "What do you mean?" "Yes, I listen to you. You operate the marina. You pay me one fee, and then you operate the marina, and you know, and that's it." And I I I I respond to him, "I will only do it if you sell it to me." Now, at that moment, I didn't have $1. Honestly, true story. I didn't have $1. You know,
No equity in your house, even no equity at
no,
all.
nothing,
Nothing.
nothing,
Nothing.
no,
Okay.
nothing, zero
This
dollars, zero.
this is 2019. This is the Gonzalo whose house I've been to, and it's incredible. So this is 6 years ago, and you
Oh
had
no,
no equity.
that was another house. I used to live in 2019. I used to live in another house,
Okay,
uh,
so
in Plantation, as a
and you
smaller.
tell him, "I want to buy it. I'll only do it if you sell
I
me."
I will only listen from you if you sell it to me. And the go guys and the guy goes, "I'll do it. My kids, they only take money from me. I just want to travel the world. I'm 73, blah blah blah." And he's still like I don't know, venting somehow. And I thought my belief now is that he thought and I was bluffing at that moment that he I couldn't do it. So he said, "I'll do it to you." And I just, try to keep my face straight, and I say, "Okay, cool." I left the place, and I was like, holy,
Yeah.
what just happened? One entire day, scratching my head, thinking was right, because at that moment I was in management or a service guy. So I go to Miami Beach Marina. That is where I used to be the preferred vendor. I knock on the door of the owner of Miami Beach Marina, Mr. Christoph, and I said, "Mr. Christoph, do you have a minute for me?" And he goes, "Yes, come over." We start talking, we break ice about the family, that kind of stuff, and said, "So what's up? Well, how can I help you?" And I said, "Mr. Christoph, I have a I had this conversation yesterday. I went from Hurricane Spaces. The guy offered me to listen from him. I responded that I will do it if he sell it to me. He said yes. I am the service guy. You are the marina guy. I don't buy the hands that feed me. This opportunity of a marina is for you. Now, if you don't want to take upon it, I would love to have your blessing to have this support to take upon this opportunity. And that was a Thursday at 2 p.m. And he says to me, what do you have to do on Saturday morning? I said, you tell me. Come pick me up. We will and see it together. We came on a Saturday morning. We saw it together. He started asking a few questions. He pulls a calculator out of his pocket. It was so old that the numbers were flickering, you know? That was like easy. I don't know. In my mind, it was like a 1980 calculator, something like that, right? And the guy goes, "This is the amount that you should offer for leasing, and this is the amount that you should offer to buy it." And I go, "You are saying this to me like I should buy it, but I brought you because you are the Marina guy." And he goes, "Gonzalo, you are family to us. This is the natural growth and expansion of your business. You go take it." Um, and I drove him back to Miami Beach Marina
I know you, and you're getting emotional, man. You're getting emotional as you tell the story.
because there are those times, that is a pinpoint in your life.
Oh yeah,
And the right people, when you share your dreams, they've been there, they're not only cheerleaders, but they will help out for you to success. You know, maybe this guy was where I was 40 years ago, and he didn't need one more marina. Plus, it was a 17 slips. You know, he coached me from here to Miami Beach Marina on how to negotiate the company. I came back on Monday and I channeled Mr. Christoph. It wasn't me. I just put myself on the side. I channeled Mr. C. That's what we call him. And I tell everything that he told me, and the owner somehow accept the offer. Which now it goes into the part how I got into the other part. There was a gentleman, another of my clients, he lent me the money on a piece of paper and say, Gonzalo, I have so much faith in you. You can do it, blah, blah, blah. And I needed $60,000 because it was $20,000 per month, 1 month deposit, last month and in the first month, and so it was $60,000. He lent me 50K, and and another $10,000. It was I pre-sold Hurricane spaces without having the space, without having the marina. I took a leap of faith. I gathered the money. We signed the papers, and within 2 years, I was able to buy the marina. And within 40 months, we became the largest marine operator, sleep number wise, in the Miami River, and about the fourth in Miami. So that was quite the expansion, from
that's
17
incredible.
slips to 200 slips.
That's incredible. What an incredible story.